What's going on, everyone? It's time for another show review. So today we're going to talk about the Summer of Loud tour. It's like a touring festival, I guess you could call it. There's 8 bands, and they played Budweiser Stage in Toronto on July 15th, and I went and checked it out. Well, okay, this one's going to be a little weird because it's probably the latest I've ever showed up to a show, and I missed quite a few of the bands. So bear with me here, but I'm going to run through each one because I've seen all the bands before, at least. So yeah. So the first band that played that day was King of Giants, or Kingdom of Giants. I believe they're from somewhere in the US or UK. And they're a metalcore band. And I've seen them once before, and I totally missed them this tour, so I can't rate them or anything. Second band was Alpha Wolf. They're a metalcore band from somewhere in the US, and I've seen them before, but I missed them on this one. Next band was the Amity Affliction, I believe. They're a post-hardcore band. I've seen them twice before, and I missed them. And they're from the U.S. as well. And then there's the Devil Wears Prada. They're like a post-hardcore band as well, and they're from the U.S. as well. And I've seen them twice before, but I missed them this time. And then there's the metalcore band I Prevail played. They're one of the big 4 headliners. Each headliner played like an hour set, basically. And they're the first big band on there, metalcore band from the US as well. I've seen them twice, and I missed them. I didn't get to the show till Parkway Drive came on, which was like the third last band. So we're going to start there. So Parkway Drive is a metalcore band from Perth, Australia, I believe. I know they're from somewhere in Australia. This is only my second time seeing them. The first time I saw them was like in 2012. But they surprised me, though. They had a lot of good old tunes. They really had them down. A lot of good breakdowns, really heavy stuff, and a lot of good showmanship. It's a lot of movement on stage, and a lot of cool pyro. Even the drummer had like a drum rig where he flips upside down, sort of like what Slipknot's drummer used to do. And boy, did they kill it. There's nothing really to complain about Parkway Drive set. They were awesome. I'm going to give them a 5 out of 5 for show performance. Then the 7th band of the day was Beartooth. Beartooth's a post-hardcore metalcore band. I seen them 5 times before this. Now, I've not been huge into Beartooth. I like the Disgusting record and Aggressive. So, but yeah, they were still pretty good. My friend referred to them as Hot Topic rock, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, they did play quite a bit of their old stuff, quite a bit of their new, slower, quiet stuff, which I thought was dull. But they did have some pretty cool production stuff. They had like a blow-up snake thing, and their BT blow-up like stone thing off to the side. And they were still good. They're just not as good as the other 2 bands I saw. So yeah, I'm gonna give them probably a 3.5 on show performance. But their vocalist definitely knows how to keep a crowd entertained and stuff. And the final band on this one was the headliner Killswitch Engage, the new wave of American heavy metal band. Now, I've seen Killswitch Engage probably the most of all the bands I listen to. This was my 8th time seeing them. It's technically my 6th time seeing Beartooth, and yeah. And now the 8th time seeing Killswitch. So, but you can never go wrong with a Killswitch show. This was actually probably one of the way better sets that they've done. It was a lot of old school. This Fire was like the 3rd song. And obviously, they played End Up Heartache and closed it off with the Dio cover of Holy Diver, which was amazing. They also killed it. They always have a lot of good energy. They even have flamethrowers and some cool stuff going on the screen behind them and stuff. Very well done. I kind of thought it would have worked better if they had more of like those type of like metal bands with this than some of the post-hardcore stuff. But this is probably the closest thing you're gonna get to a modern Warped Tour, an actual Warped Tour. So yeah, but longer sets, and also it was still a lot of fun. So overall rating, this is for like obviously the 3 sets I saw. I'm gonna give this one probably a 4.5 out of 5. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot better than I was expecting. My friends and I had a great time, and overall, it was pretty fun time. So yeah, if you want to check out any of the bands that I just mentioned, I'll link all of them down below, even the ones I didn't see. I'll link them all down there so you can check them out. And yeah, also, if you want to see pictures and videos from the show, from the 3 sets I saw, I'll link my Instagram and my TikTok down below at Live Music Maniac. And down below, there's a lot of pictures and videos there from it. And yeah, so yeah, but that's it for this one. It was a fun time, even though I showed up really late, but that's what happens when you have music festivals and you have to work and your friends and stuff work and you have to go and figure it out. But that happens sometimes. So, yeah, but remember to support the bands you like, buy their merch, buy their music, go see them live, keep live music around. And also, if you want the next show I'm actually going to is the Bunny the Bear, which is like a post-hardcore show. It's really small at the Rock Pile in Toronto on August 15th. So with 2 other local bands. So yeah, if you're there, make sure you come and say hi. And yeah, make sure you tune in. Make sure you ring that bell so you don't miss that one. Plus all the other fun reviews coming because I'm finally back on schedule. So let's keep this train trucking. And yeah, till the next one, rock on.